Okay, welcome back. This is episode 5, I believe. So we've really kind of done it every week now. Um, let's see. Introductions. I guess we finally got our grade back for our trend report that we've been talking about.
Yes, and
Better
we
than
didn't
we
fail.
expected.
Much, I mean, I'm passing the class now, so I can't really ask for much more. I really have a
Yeah.
high standard for myself.
Yeah. No, and I kind of told you, but like I really like each week has been getting worse and worse and worse. And I finally reached like one of my worst points. And I don't know, every night that I hit like this terrible night, the next day I'm just like, okay, this is a joke. And I'm like in a funny mood. So I like ranted to my parents for an hour about school. And I kind of told you, but like all the things they were telling me, I was like, oh, that's really reassuring to know that I need to not put so much pressure on myself. So
Oh yeah.
now my approach for the rest of this week has with school has been like, well, I'll get to it eventually. I'll get to this.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I remember my first 2 years of college, I was at MACC, and basically my schedule was 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. class, and then I worked from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's how I lived my life. And I was like killing myself doing that. And my parents were like, you like, once you start at Mizzou, they're like, you need to calm down with work stuff. They're like, we don't care if you're making all A's, obviously if you do make all A's, we want you to try your best, but like, we don't want you to kill yourself over it,
Right.
especially since it was like I started at Mizzou immediately after my accident. So they're just like, they don't care what your grades are, just we just want you to pass.
That's nice.
And so like hearing that, I was like, oh my God, like the relief I felt in that moment, I was like, oh hell yeah. Especially whenever we started finance. I'm like, yeah, don't count on this being an A.
God.
I'd be lucky to pass. And guess what, guys? I passed barely.
Yeah. That's a whole other. We could always rant about school for so long.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
but here's something that I would say I could rant also for a long time, but I think this is going to be a quick little debate between me and you.
Oh,
Okay. Today I was thinking about it. Pringles or Lay's stacks? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Lay's
It's
stacks.
like it's like the version of Pringles but Lay's.
Let
Do you
me
know
look
what
up a picture. I'm gonna tell you just like right off the bat, I don't really care for Pringles.
I was gonna say I have Pringles and Lay's stacks in my cabinet right now. I should go get them to show you, but I was just wondering,
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
like just Lay's. Which so do you prefer Lay's?
I don't like either of them.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, kind of that like bland baked chip vibe. Not really my favorite. I like the one thing I liked about Pringles was the pop. I pop it and then I'm like, all right, somebody else take it. I don't want to eat any of these.
Pop. The I heard today the pop and then you don't stop or something because like you just eat the whole can. That's how I literally am.
Always pop, never stop.
Yeah. Mine, I've always my whole life have gone back and forth, back and forth. It just depends on my mood. But man, today really solidified. I think I'm a Lay's stacks gal. Like I like Pringles, but it gives you that weird after flavor. Lay's stacks are crunchier,
Yeah.
saltier, just
See,
overall
that's my thing with Pringles is
better.
they don't have a lot of flavor. I've never tried Lay's stacks, so I
You've
can't give a
never
fair opinion. Never had them before. Didn't even know what they looked like. So I'll have to try them at some point and come back with a real opinion.
yeah, next week we'll have you giving your opinion on Lay's stacks. I will give you some tomorrow or something. Wow.
Oh,
That
jeez.
wasn't
Yeah.
as heated as I thought.
I've just never liked Pringles. I don't know. Like I'm a sour cream and onion chip kind of person and also a salt and vinegar chip person. Yeah, all right. Me and my dad are the only ones in my family who like salt and vinegar chips, as well as sour cream and onion. So good. But the first time I tried them in Pringles form, it was
No. See, that's my thing with all those variants of chips. No, just give me the normal plain salty kettle chip. Like, don't give me all these flavors. Just give me the
You know
salt.
what? I'm down with that. Like a kettle cooked plain like potato sea salt potato chip.
Just give it to me.
That's that's really hard to beat.
Unless you
It's
get like the salt and pepper ones, I do like those.
I never liked the salt and pepper.
I just like the very basic
There was
plain.
a phase of life where whenever me and all my brothers lived together, well, with my parents, whenever we lived with my parents, my mom would buy the kettle cooked potato chips. The brand was Cape Cod. So good.
Yeah.
But then one day she just started buying the salt and pepper ones. And she's like, Hannah, why aren't you eating like chips with dinner anymore? I thought you loved these chips. And I'm
They're
like,
so good.
I don't like the pepper. I don't know why. I really enjoy putting on pepper like on everything, but on my chips,
Oh my gosh, this just gave me flashbacks to something I need to tell you. Wait, but I was gonna ask, would you say you're a salty tooth or sweet tooth?
um,
Because like I'm 1,010% salty. Like I don't eat candy. I don't eat much
yeah,
sweets. Not because I'm like, ooh. No, I
yeah,
just
you're a real salty tooth because you just never are in the mood for sweets whatsoever.
no.
I I tend to lean more towards the salty side, even though that's somewhat sacrilege given what my profession is. I make sweet things all day
So
that
you're
it
sick
makes
of it.
me crave salt more, if that
That's
makes sense.
fair.
I'm around sweet stuff so much that it kind of puts me off a little bit. Like I don't love eating like cake anymore. Like usually if there's cake at like a party or whatever, I'll pass because like literally tomorrow I'm icing a wedding cake. So I'm probably not going to be in the mood for any sort of cake for like months
That's
because that sugar smell, you know, the smell, it gets to me after a while. It makes me kind of sick. But
that's
hit me up with a bag of chips or even just like last night, I know was like, I'm going to order something on DoorDash. Do you want anything? I'm like, honestly, I just want a little serving of French fries. That's it.
yes.
I just want some French fries.
Yes.
So good.
So good. I
Oh,
agree.
I
Well,
love
you
French
gave
fries.
me a flashback, and it's so funny because I've had this saving to tell you, and so it like correlates. Okay, so I'll start with a story and then show you what I wanted to show you. So you probably know this, but like I've always been a very, very, very picky eater. Like I think I'm okay now because of how picky I used to be. So let me
Yeah.
explain. I did not eat like any meat besides chicken. And so what is it called? Like roast. I still don't call it roast. I call it brown chicken because as a kid, I was like, ooh, what's that? Brown chicken? And my mom's like, yeah, brown chicken, just so that I would eat it. So like I still call
Cheryl,
roast
queen.
brown chicken. But like I wouldn't eat burgers, I wouldn't eat tacos, I wouldn't eat spaghetti and meatballs. So like when it was
Like no
spaghetti,
red meat by any means.
yeah, which I don't know. I also don't eat chocolate. So I'm like, I don't know what my deal was.
Yeah, you
But
have problems.
when it was spaghetti night, I did not want the meat. And so my mom, and again, this is me like elementary school, okay? This was not recent.
Right, right. I remember these times. Yes.
Um, no, it was spaghetti night, and she would just give me the noodles, and then I would just dump salt on it, and I would just eat salted plain noodles, no sauce. Okay, then it's taco night, right? Taco Tuesday or whatever. Everyone's eating tacos. She would just give me the shell, and I would just melt like yellow cheese in the microwave. And so I would just have a melted yellow cheese shell, and that's what I would eat for dinner. Like, what was wrong with me? I don't know. And I thought it was
I
good. I was
ask
like,
myself that every day, Kelly. That's like I've heard of like I have a friend who I thought was the pickiest eater I knew. And she still is because she does this now.
I was
Here's
gonna
the
say,
difference between you and her.
I've
Hey,
outgrown that.
Olivia, hi. If you're watching this podcast, I love you, but I'm calling you out. I am putting you on blast. To this day, her preferred meal, we worked together at Chick-fil-A. Every single day at work, she would get nuggets, fries, and ketchup. That's it. That's all she would have at work. every single day. And then her preferred meal at home is like I would get on FaceTime with her like late nights for like a few hours. And she'd be like, "Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm going to go make myself dinner." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." She would sit there and boil some noodles. And if she was really like feeling like classy, she'd put olive oil on them. If she was like, "I want a little more flavor," she just put butter on them. She does this today. We go to like I remember the last time I saw her, we went to Who Hot for dinner. You know, Who Hot. You go through,
Who
you
hut?
literally put whatever you want on your plate. You pick each individual thing that goes on that plate.
Uh-huh.
She just orders a cup of rice and that's it.
Girl.
So
No.
she ends up paying like $1.50. And I'm like, "Do you want some of my like?" I'm like, "If it's an issue with money, like I'll pay for a small plate for you. That's not a big deal." And she's like, "No, I just don't really like what they have." And I'm like, "Girl, you pick it. You
There's
can
so
literally
much.
just get, like noodles and put like chicken and egg, or like it can be the most basic. You could just only get noodles. I've seen people do that before, and they just
Right.
heat up the noodles for you. Essentially, you can just do that." But
Right.
no, she just gets a little cup of white rice, no soy sauce. Soy sauce is at the table, but she doesn't do the soy sauce. It's too much. Just
Okay. Well, going off that, now I have to expose myself to how bad of a cook I am. Okay.
yeah,
So
because you haven't done that enough already.
I'm still like, I'm not as picky. I'm still picky, but I cannot cook to save my life. So this would have been, I think, sorry, my mom just waved in the window. I don't know what the hand signal
Hi,
was. She
Cheryl.
went like this. So not sure what that is. Walmart, maybe? I don't
I
know.
love
Anyways, this
it.
was like,
Walmart.
I don't know what this was, but I was like, okay. Um,
It's Walmart.
okay.
Most definitely.
My mom, my dear mother, helped me make this little journal because, like, so it was like the age where I could be home alone, but it wasn't for long. Like, it was just a few hours. So she's like, you need to
Yeah.
learn how to like feed yourself when I'm not home. So she made
Yeah.
this little journal, and I designed the front with like cardboard or like cutout of my favorite foods. So I was eating tacos then, Lucky Charms, pizza. Okay. Up here it says Kelli's recipes. So she was like, you need to write down all these recipes so that when you're home alone, you can remember. Are you ready?
That's so cute.
First one, bagel bites. And she helped me how to know how to put them in the microwave. You click speed cook, food menu, snacks, bagel bites, use the black tray, 1 to 2 servings, 12 minutes on low. Next. Sorry, I'm not good at flipping pages. Next, we have popcorn. So I would click microwave, time cook, 2 minutes and 15 seconds, use the glass tray.
Okay.
Next.
Breaking.
Next, cheesy chips. Microwave express, power level 8, put cover over so it doesn't splatter.
Very important. Yep.
Which you would think I wrote this today because my handwriting looks the exact
It looks the exact same. I was gonna say that, but I'm like, that's so mean.
Okay, are you ready for this
I
one?
wonder what Kelly's handwriting looks like. It's like that. It's like chicken scratch on a
Literally the
page.
exact same. This one, graham crackers with icing. 50%, 5 seconds. Like, could I not remember this? No. Oh,
You couldn't remember the simplest step.
this one has 7 steps. This is for vanilla pretzels, which how I spelled vanilla, I don't know if it's backwards for you guys, but you get the point.
VINLA.
So I won't even tell you because that's a lot of steps.
Vinla.
But vanilla
That's
pretzels,
pretty advanced for you.
whatever that was.
That's advanced for you now.
Oh, and that's all. So like
So
only
just
thing,
to clarify.
oh, that's the back. It's a Wendy's burger.
Hey, at least it's red meat. Proud of you.
and my mom has had this saved in our cabinet. But yeah, the only thing of substance on there was Bagel Bites, and it was just like the frozen ones, and it just like told me how to
Right. He
click the
was
button.
teaching you how to put things in the microwave, even though there's already very clear instructions on the bag of bagel bites, but that's okay because
Um,
it's honestly really cute that your mom holds on to that. I think that's adorable.
it is, and the sad thing is, like, not that I use this, but like, it's kind of what I still eat because I don't. I literally like I'll send my boyfriend a picture if I made like mac and cheese. I'm like, oh, I'm basically a cook. Like I cannot cook.
I need to teach you how to cook.
I do not know how to cook. So
Like,
there you go.
literally, you just follow instructions.
Which I hate
Yeah.
instructions.
I mean, in that vein, you'd be better at cooking than baking.
Why so?
So, baking is very science heavy. Like, if you don't
Oh,
follow the instructions to a T,
like
you'll.
measuring cups, get out of there.
Well, to be fair, I've done it long enough that I don't really use any of that shit anymore. Like, it's like measuring out tablespoons, teaspoons, cups, like all the measuring cups and stuff like that. I just eyeball it. But that's also because I've been doing it for like over 10 years. Don't do that, baking novices. Don't follow my lead. It's like I'm more of a cook in the brain in that I don't love following instructions to a T, but I also cooking stresses me out sometimes.
Yeah, same.
I need to teach you how to cook something so you can survive. And then you can send a picture to Sam and be like, I did this all by myself.
Yeah,
He
no,
probably wouldn't believe you.
I basically my lunch every day is frozen chicken strips from Aldi's because that's all I know how to put in the oven.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So, anyways, moving on. Okay, I have a list of other things that we could talk about. So I'll just read them off to you and tell me which one you want to do next.
Okay.
Okay, we can either talk about the Webkinz we've had and like our favorite games on Webkinz, and like you have to try to guess the names of my Webkinz. We could talk about my purple truck and all the pop tires and the smoked filled cab and all my other
Mm,
experiences.
I
We
love
can
that.
talk about my other diary called My Diarrhea. I can share you that. I can tell you this story about the time that I was inside a cop car. We could discuss our first memories in life. That's all I have. Which one?
Wow. I've been overloaded with so much. I mean, you've been like hyping up your Webkins for a while now.
Okay.
I think you need to prove yourself here.
Oh my gosh.
Because
Okay.
plot twist everyone, me and Kelly play Webkins.
Yes. And like I
Like
haven't
the
played it
six.
in a while because school
I
has
haven't either.
really been overtaking, but like don't get me
It's
wrong,
taking up our Webkins time.
every summer I'm on there. Like my Webkins are alive and well.
I have not played in a really long time. My Webkins are, yeah.
Oh, mine are.
Quite
But let me tell you what. Okay, so let's discuss like there's obviously like when it comes to the games, there's obvious ones that are like classic. You play them every time you get on Webkins. But then
yes.
like what's your other game that you're playing? So, let's break it down. First game you're playing when you hop on Webkins. Wheel of WoW, right?
Automatically go to Wheel of WoW.
Automatic Wheel of WoW. Number 2, the Wishing Well,
Yeah. Gotta get
right?
your daily in, you know?
Got to get your dailies in.
Mhm.
Then if you still were playing Webkins at the time, then you might do like the mall one. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or not the mall. Yeah, it was like the mall one. You roll the dice.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you do that one. So then you got like your games, your daily games out of the way.
Oh no, the next daily is going to the mine
Oh,
and mining for gems,
okay.
even though 90% of the time I got slag.
Okay. I thought we were just talking about the arcade, but you, if we're going on a whole
Welcome
daily
to the
process,
curio shop, my
hope you
king.
find what you're looking for. So good. I love that. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you. Do you remember like the clubhouse and they had like the little trading room?
Oh, I loved it
I
so
loved
much.
the training room. But let me tell you, one time, oh my gosh, that scared me. That was my Webkinz.
I thought
Yeah,
like Bo made that sound. I'm like, I think something's wrong with your dog.
that
Good
was
Lord.
my dog Dusty on Webkinz making that noise.
Dusty boy. Miss you,
Um,
buddy.
no, the trading room. I like really, it must have been some little kid because I remember so distinctly. I traded one of those like birthday cakes, like you get a birthday cake for all your weapons. I traded a birthday cake, and you know what they gave me? Wait, what was it called? The Crown of Wonders. They gave me the
You hustled that kid. Kelly,
like
that's like taking $1 million and giving him like a quarter.
who ever had a Crown of Wonders? Nobody ever got there, right?
Never. No.
Never, but I have one.
I hate
I
you.
literally traded a birthday cake for it.
A birthday cake that that kid could have gotten if he just waited until his Webkinz birthday.
Oh my gosh.
You're
Okay, so
so
yeah,
fake.
you're doing that. Then you got to do your daily job.
Yeah, of
What
course.
was the best one? Or your favorite?
What were all of them?
There was
It
like the
was the
hamburger one,
uh-huh.
the doctor one, the fence
Oh,
painting.
yeah. I
Oh,
did probably fence painting the most, or
oh,
yeah, filling like the clinic.
fence painting was hard.
Oh, I was so good at it.
I have a terrible memory. So now when I do it like lately, I just take a picture on my phone and like do it really fast.
I hate you. I was so good at that. My memory was so good whenever I was a kid, but after my accident, my memory's not been right. So I probably couldn't do it now.
The other hard one is when you go to like the school and you have to do like the hair.
I never did. Like I think I did that maybe 3 times and then I gave up.
That's why
I was
I
like,
take a picture of it on my phone and then I do
that's
it.
too hard for me to do now.
Oh my god.
Like, yeah, you get your dailies in, you do your job, hit the arcade, Wheel of
Yep.
Wow, wishing well. Then I would do a little bit of cash cow and
Of
get
course.
money in.
Of
And
course.
then one I was really good at. Do you remember Home Before Dark?
Oh my gosh, that was my mom's favorite game.
I was so I held the record for that game for a while. I was so
I feel like you
good.
could make some good money on it. Like, cause sometimes I'd be like, Mom, can you play the game? I need like
Yeah,
$60.
absolutely. I made really good money. I probably made more money from that than Cash Cow, but just because Cow had cash in it,
Yeah.
I thought that was better. But at the end of the day, I made way more money doing Home Before Dark. I was so good at that. I need to get back into that.
Yeah.
Just
The other good one, Wacky Zingo.
that was a good one.
Dude, to this day, like I could get my dad out here and be like,
Hear
what are
it.
your 5 proudest moments? And this would probably be one of his. He one time got it to like the 600 mark and
Are you serious?
it gave me a little trophy. And when I pull up my Webkinz, I'll show you the trophy because it's in this room. And to this day, we're still so proud. He's like, do you still have that trophy? I'm like, yes, I do.
Yeah, honestly, that's pretty sick because I think the farthest I've ever gotten is like
Maybe
400,
500.
maybe 500. I
500.
was okay at that one, but that was never like the one I automatically went to if I needed to make some cash, you know. But that was a fun one to
So fun.
do. I
Okay,
enjoyed that.
let me share my screen with you.
Also, do you remember what's the one with the Chihuahua wearing the sombrero and the
Oh
candy?
yeah.
That one's so overtly racist. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, that one was.
His accent.
Yeah.
Oh, Dusty boy, he's hungry. Feed him.
He needs some food.
Dang.
Okay, so I'm
Are
really
you
weird.
kidding me? He's wearing the crown.
Oh wait,
That
no,
dog is wearing the
this
crown.
one's Dusty. Wait, can you see my
That's
cursor?
Dusty in the bottom left at the yeah, that white dog on the zebra couch is wearing the
Oh
crown.
yeah, of course.
God,
I'm showing
how
that
many
off.
of these do you have,
I have a
Kelly?
lot, and I have them all in one room because I'm just flexing like that.
No, honestly, that's epic. I don't blame you for flexing on me like that.
Here's my 600 trophy. Okay, so these are all my Webkinz. They're all also in my basement. All the stuffed animals are in my basement right now because I love
Oh,
my Webkinz. Okay, you have to like guess some of them. So like, okay, can you see my mouse? Like my little cursor?
yes, I can see your mouse. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so this one in all the yellow is
Uh-huh.
my mini chihuahua, which was my first ever Webkinz I ever got. You have to guess.
Your first one was one of the minis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you upset about that?
Because those came like later on.
Uh,
I like my first Webkins was literally like one of the first releases.
Maybe I got on. Okay, we're gonna need to not do that, buddy.
Dusty, I'm gonna need you to take a chill pill and a nap and eat a bowl of food.
Here, I'll put them
He
in the
is
back.
starving.
Hopefully this doesn't make noise. Okay, but
You're starving, your boy.
sorry about all these noises. Okay, so that was my first one. Guess what her name is?
Cheddar.
Oh, she has a normal name. It's Leah.
How in a million years would I have guessed that?
Okay. Then I think my second one was this pink horse. Guess what her name is?
Pinky?
Princess Peach.
Okay, I vibe with that. Also, I had that one too. I low key love her.
So good. I'm not gonna make you guess them all. I'm just kind of giving you my like most memorable ones. Okay, then there
I'm
was
just
this.
spying out the ones that I had as well.
Okay, then
You
we'll
know,
get to those. Okay, this German Shepherd dog was my third one. Guess
my
what his
dream
name was?
dog.
His name was Zach, after Zach Efron.
I
Okay,
get it. I get it. That's
I'll give
good.
you like two more. Okay, right next
Give
to
me a
Zach.
hint. God damn.
What?
Give me a hint on ones like Zach.
I just want you to guess. Okay, then the one sitting next to Zach is my pride and joy. If you knew me in first and second grade, you probably met this one, the stuffed animal. I
Yeah.
brought it
Brought him to class.
brought it to class, brought it everywhere. Now I was so obsessed with this one, but at one point, do you remember the movie Sky High?
I do. They're making a sequel.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that one scared me because like those little alien scary guys could like spy on
Oh,
those people. And at one point I
yeah.
had convinced myself that they were inside of, oh, I almost said the name. My dear, and watching me. And so I would always put like a pillow on her face when we were sleeping. And I swore she always was still peeking at me. I was so scared of her.
Kelly, why would you? You were so scared of her, yet you brought her to school every day.
Yeah, I still loved her. Okay, what's her name? This one's obvious.
Bambi?
Of course it's Bambi. And
I honestly remember that from school,
do
which
you
is
really? You have such a good
which is
memory.
which is low key depressing. I remember a lot of little tiny things like that from my childhood, and I don't know why.
Bambi, deer were my favorite animal in second grade. That like, do you remember in second grade we had to do like a report on animals, and then we had like a show and tell. And mine, of course,
Yes.
was a white-tailed deer. Oh, we're running out of time already. 10 minutes.
Already.
Well, I'll say this. Well, but one of the people, Emma, her dad was like, "Oh, I like deer too. I like to eat them," and I was traumatized
Yep.
from that.
That was Emma Wilson's dad. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that was all I had to really. I mean, all of the other ones you'll probably never guess. Oh wait,
I know I had the pink horse.
pink
I
horse.
had one of the fish because
Mine
I
was
wanted
named
the underwater
Bubblegum.
room.
Yeah, you needed the
Yeah.
fish to have a cool room.
Yeah. I had the penguin. I had the pink poodle. And then I had
Oh, I had two bubblegums. Wow. Okay.
yeah, like that's disrespectful.
Okay, what else?
And then I remember one of my favorite one was for Valentine's Day one year. I was given a gift. It was a pink what? I'm scared.
No, keep going.
It was a pink lab dog covered in little red and pink hearts.
Oh, you did not.
I loved her. You know what I named her?
What?
Um, I was really young, okay? I named her I named her Gherkin. The mini pickles that people put on charcuterie boards.
How dare you name her such a
Most
terrible name?
beautiful, sweet creature named Gherkin.
Oh my gosh, let me tell you, after our
I
conversation,
loved her.
let me
And then
tell
I
you.
also have the brown dog and named him her Hershey because duh.
Oh, mine's probably named Hershey too. Oh no, Buster. Okay.
I
Um,
literally would have started crying on stream. Sorry. Sorry guys. Hello.
sorry I keep interrupting you, but you remind me of so many things. The heart dog, I know what you're talking about. I wanted it so badly. Like I've never lusted for something more. And
Don't
so
use the word lust.
like I wanted it so bad. But like I guess they were rare to find. I don't know because my grandma, my sweet grandma, and you know how traumatizing this was after our conversation from last week. But my
Yes.
sweet grandma, one year for Christmas, couldn't find it. So she got like some little white dog stuffed animal from Walmart and put a bunch of little heart things on it. She was trying to be so sweet, but man, I never saw that thing again. I could not. I thought the heart dog, like, man, you were so cool. I wanted one of those so bad.
She was my favorite. I
Of
loved her.
course. And it was named
Oh
what?
my god. And I had a orange cat and I named him Obby. Oh, throwback.
Love
Now
that.
that's my dog's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
speckled
the dog's
guy,
name was Gherkin.
that's really that
Gherkin.
you should not have done that.
Oh, sorry, Zach.
Okay, this you see this leopardy looking guy? I was
Yes,
I
I
remember
loved him.
I remember getting this one and having a really hard time knowing what to name him. So I asked my mom, and she was like, "How about ZZ Spot after ZZ Top?" I didn't know who ZZ Top was, but his name is ZZ Spot.
Ew, it's not even like uppercase or anything. The
No,
disrespect.
ZZ
Dude,
Spot.
I can feel those fuzzy ones. The leopard and the tiger, I can literally feel those right
The
now because they were
little
fuzzy with like the threads. Yeah.
that one, and then like the pink and white cat had it.
Rumen.
Yeah, of course. I had a Truman. Oh, this one's name is Hannah. I remember that. Maybe it was after you.
Why do I look like that?
Like, why would I have named it Hannah? That might have been named after you, low key.
It does look just like me. If that one's named after me, I'm honored.
Honestly,
If
it might, because I don't think I knew any other Hannahs.
I'm special. My God. I remember the white. So do you remember the fashion show game?
Yes.
So I remember specifically I would always choose the white dog or the pink pony.
No, 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 no. It was, oh, yeah, the white, oh, this one with the little bow. Because
The
that was the
pony.
cute,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
that was the cute,
Yep. That one or the white pony were the ones I would go
the
for.
pony, the unicorn. What were the other options? Like, the other two were like weird looking.
Yeah, they were never ones I chose.
No, of
Sorry,
course.
other.
That was Bo.
Bo. He's getting jealous of all the animals you had before
You
him.
don't have one named after me.
Dude, all these animals are older than you, Bo. How does that feel?
Way older than you, buddy.
Oh, it's Bobo. My God, you have so many Webkinz. I can't even believe it.
So many
I
Webkinz.
think the most I ever had at one time was probably like 4 or 5.
What?
Yeah.
At
They
one
were
time.
expensive.
They were expensive.
Like so expensive.
Oh my gosh, do I have the like I had this
I remember what's that?
I had like a little pink platypus, and I remember my mom being like, "Are you sure you want to get that?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." But it was okay because I bought mine from Hallmark. Remember Hallmark? The
I did
store.
too. That was the spot for
That was the
Webkinz.
spot. And that was the only one Webkins they had that day. And I just wanted another Webkins for my game. But my mom's like, are you sure you want that ugly platypus? And I was like, that
Yes.
was the worst $20 I ever spent.
Honestly, they were so expensive. Like,
I think it was like 20 for a normal one and like 15 for a mini.
I remember my first mini. For the long, I did not like. I liked swimming, but I was a kid who refused to put my head under the water. Always, always, always could not do it. It was so scary to me. Just the ability, just the idea of like, even if I wanted to breathe, I couldn't because I'm underwater.
Oh.
Whenever my mom was like over it. She's like, Hannah, if you put your head underwater for me right now, we can go buy you a Webkinz after we leave the pool. I dunked my head under that water so fast.
Uh,
So fast. And that was my first like mini one. And it was the little cat who I named Obby. And it's funny because now I have a golden dog mini named Obby.
wait, you didn't have your dog then?
No, no. I
Oh,
got Obby 3 years ago, maybe.
oh yeah. So you just named.
This
Oh,
was when
that's.
I was a little kid because Obby's Auburn's mascot, and it was little
Mhm.
like golden kind of orange cat.
Yeah,
And so I named him Obby because I'm like, I want a pet named Obby.
that's so sweet.
And then I lived out my dream literally like over 10 years later.
Aw.
Yeah, and now she's gonna be having babies. I'll have to film a video of the puppies to put up on the channel so everyone can see them in all their glory, and you can come visit them with me.
I was gonna say, last time I never got to meet the puppies. This time I will
I
be.
know, because like we brought home Bobby home so much sooner than they told me, which was like really nice because I got to get my dog back. But then the puppies went away. They went to their forever homes. It made me sad. But like that like 6 week mark, they were the cutest things I've ever seen in my life. That's like when they're finally like moving around and like they can actually like walk, you know? They're so cute.
Oh, we love puppies.
I must
No,
say, right out of the womb, not as cute.
no.
Their eyes are squeezed shut and their little feet, they're just trying to figure everything out. I still thought they were adorable because they're my grandchildren.
So cute.
I'm a grandmother. And now she's gonna have more.
Yay.
Bo, we need some puppies for me, Bo.
Oh no, that will never happen.
You're taken care of, my guy.
He's
Mommy got your balls chopped off.
yep. He's a good
You
boy.
have no idea what I'm saying, though. It's for the best. Oh, God.
Here we go.
Webkinz that was an easier time of life.
Webkins was life.
Like, we were just so innocent back then. And like our biggest worry at school was just like, am I gonna get a check mark? Am I gonna get an X or a check mark on my report card? Because that's how grades worked.
Man, Webkins.
I loved bringing my Webkinz to school and like showing them off.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I have the heart dog, better than you, you know.
I'm still so jealous. You were better than everybody else.
I loved that dog. And then the next year they got me the frog.
The frog was cute.
The pink frog with the little red and purple hearts. Pretty cute. But the dog.
You have all the hearts?
Yeah.
Oh, you were so
well, because Valentine's Day falls a week before my birthday. So they were prepared, you know. So whenever they would release the special Valentine's Webkinz, they